Hey guys, what's going on? This is Sam from Education Hunt. This week we got Kaizena. It helps us give fast personal feedback on student work or really anyone that you're working with. Of course, as teachers and educators, we know the value of feedback. We get tons of it from our principal and support staff and coaches and everyone in between. And I always appreciate feedback that helps me grow as a professional. Any educator who knows what time it is knows that and understands that great feedback helps our students grow. It gives them next steps on what they need to do, of course, if they haven't mastered a standard or a benchmark. What I like about Kaizena is it speaks to everyone and anyone with such ease. You'll need a Google account to sign up, and let me go ahead and take her for a spin and show you what we're working with. Once you go, your first page right here, you'll land on your groups. And you can think about this as either making a class for each section, or you can have this by subject, or if you like, you can put everyone there. So it's as big or as small as you want to make it. Let me show you the sample group. Once you go into groups, this is going to be your dashboard. This is what it's going to look like when you create your account. There's a couple things I want to run you through before we let this thing run loose. First thing I want to show you is, let's take a look at lessons. Inside of lessons, you can make little sections that you can embed within your feedback, especially if this is going to be something that you explain frequently. Like if you're going over and over and over again, as opposed to having to retype it or re-say it or drop that URL, Kaizena says, hey, let's take care of that for you. And so I made a couple sample ones here. You can record your voice. We all love hearing ourselves. You can add written feedback, or you can drop a URL. So, if you ever found yourself saying, hey, take a look at this website, when you're explaining something to a kid or to a student, this would be something that you would take advantage of. The other thing that I like is the lessons. And so these are basically, they're simple ways to track a rubric or skill. They have some pre-made ones here. You can increase the value, you can decrease the value, you can make it as simple as hard as you like. And so the thing that I like about it is because it's very customizable. So it's as detailed or as broad as you'd like to be. You can use what they've included, or you could put in your own, especially if you're working on something. So if you think about, like, okay, here's a section on thesis statement, or here is the section that we're working on works cited, you can actually rate them right there with that rubric so they can see real time how they stacked up, and it's embeddable. So you'll get a clear idea about what those two things are for once we get inside of our group. So when we look right here, once you share your account, you're going to give and share. There we go. Share your information with students so that they can join. You can print your invite code. You can display it for everyone to see. So if you want feedback from me, you would go to Kaizena, and then you're going to sign up with Google. And then you would input the course code, the group code right here, and then you would be linked to me. You could have, me on the other end. Same thing would apply for, your kids once you get them going. So let's go back into that sample group so I can show you everything that we're talking about. A little intimidating, but it's really not once you get in. So what you see here on the left side of the dashboard are going to be your students. In the center, you've got, think about it as like a stream or your timeline. At the bottom, you're going to find your most recent. And then at the top, you're going to see, of course, things that are going to be older. I said in the opening, the thing that I liked about it is you could speak to everyone or anyone. So as broad or as narrow as you want to be with your feedback. And I think that's pretty cool. Let's click on an individual student and see what we'll come up with. In the same way, when you click on each student, this isn't going to be visible to everyone, just you as a teacher. You're going to have their most recent submissions at the bottom, their older submissions up at the top, and then it allows you to have a fluid conversation with that student, and then your feedback for that student for that semester or year all in one place. And so when we talk about a growth model, this is pretty sweet. So here, let's pull it up. And what we have here is a PDF file, and what we can do is then embed feedback. So you got your clicker. Let's go ahead and highlight there, and we see right here on the left hand side you can record your voice, you can add written feedback, you can embed one of those skills like I mentioned a little bit earlier, or a lesson. So here is the lessons. Let's go ahead and do that, and boom, so we got that embedded in there. Let's scroll down here, and we'll say this right here. No, we're going to go back to the written feedback. Looks great. Post to highlight. And what that then does, let's go ahead and close out the file. We added a couple things there for Lana Learner to see, and we see, of course, right here the last thing that I posted for Lana Learner. Let's pull it back up, and so it's going to keep those things that we included, and so she can see on the left hand side all of the feedback that we gave, right? Real easy to see and consume in an untraditional way. Or we can go right here and we click on it, and boom, it takes us right there, right? It's pretty cool stuff, right? Looks great. Let's go back to our dashboard. We're going to see everybody. You can give group messages. So this is going to go to everyone. Everyone, keep up. Boom. So this is going to be visible to the whole class. Those are going to be group messages. Or you can broadcast, and this is going to be sends a message between you and members of the sample group. So not everyone's going to see it. Let's say we gave some feedback. We noticed they were weak in a particular area. Guys, I want you to practice on this education hunt skill right here. Boom. And so what that's going to look like is when we go into Lana Learners, it's right there, ready for her to consume, right? Levi 2. So you should be seeing real quickly that this is a really powerful tool that you got a lot of you got a lot of ways that you can use it. It can be as detailed or it can be as simple as you like it, but really the goal is improving feedback. If you're a teacher and you want to help your students take it to the next level, Kaizena is a way to streamline the feedback process, and it's certainly worth your time to check it out. I'm a big fan. That's all we have for this week, guys. Hopefully we'll be back before next month. We took a little bit of a brief hiatus. Of course, if you want to connect with me on Twitter, you can reach me at SamZ, Sam like Uncle Sam Z, at >1,000, or you can drop me an email, igniteduval@gmail. Of course, go to Facebook, search for Education Hunt, and be sure to like the page. And last but not least, if you like Education Hunt, we joke, but in all seriousness, I am serious when I say it's the best 45 seconds of Tuesday. I provide 2 high-impact resources to enhance your instruction, and I throw in one just to keep you interested and keep your attention each week. So 3 resources each week for free. If you haven't signed up already, do yourself a favor and do that. And of course, it's like the gift that keeps on giving. Encourage a friend to sign up and spread the good word. That's all I have for you this week, guys. Thanks for stopping by, and until next time, take care.